Hi, it's David again from DP Computing. Today we have a Toshiba Satellite U50D-A. Just going to show you how to quickly open it up to replace the memory, the hard drive, or even the battery. Now before we start, just a word of warning. Following these steps may void your warranty and damage the actual machine itself, so please proceed at your own risk. Now before we start, make sure it's disconnected from the power, and usually I say also remove the battery, but as you can see from here we can't actually remove the battery is internal in this machine. Now to speed things up, I've actually removed all the case screws here, but there's actually 12 screws you need to replace. They're all just the general Phillips head, a small Phillips head, so you just need a small Phillips head screwdriver. Now there's 12 of them, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So once you've removed all those screws, you have to get something small and thin into the sides of the machine to prise up the case, and then just move it around until you get the case fully off. Then once it's off, you can remove the top. I'll just show you the underside of the case, and as you can see, along the various sides there's various clips. So there's 2 there, another one there, there. You just have to clip them off. But there's the internals of the machine. Got the hard drive, the battery, CPU fan, heatsink, the actual CPU's under here, a memory, and a slot for another memory DIMM, and the Wi-Fi adapter. So first off, I'll remove the actual hard drive itself, which is here. We've got the SATA connection, which we can remove. It's on just a little cable, so we can remove that. As you can see, it's just attached via a cable. And then the hard drive itself is in a little hard drive cage, which is held in by 4 screws. So you've got 1 there, 2, 3, 4. So just remove those 4 screws. Now I'll try and be as quick as I can. I'd actually loosened up some of the screws beforehand just to make it a bit quicker. So if you thought that was quick. So there's the hard drive itself. The drive itself is held in by, as I was saying, a little cage. So that's held in by another 4 screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So just remove them and you can get to the actual hard drive and replace it or do whatever you want. When you pop it back in, just make sure you get it the right way around. And also there's some little plastic holders, as you can see there, and over here, and then just screw it in and put the connector back on. The battery's here, so it's a fairly biggish battery. That's held in by 3 screws. We've got 1, 2, 3. There's also a hole here, as you can maybe see, but there's no actually screw in it. That's because it's one of the case screws goes through that same hole. But I'll just quickly remove these screws as well. And the last one. And then once they're removed, you can just pull it up. As you can see, we've got a connector which is here, and that connects to the motherboard there. It's just taped down, so I won't actually fully remove it. But that's the battery there. We can just remove it, replace it with a new one. And again, similar with the hard drive, there's a couple of, one at the top, a little plastic placeholder, so make sure they're in, and then you can screw them back in. Here's a CPU fan heatsink, so that may get dirty or dusty over time, so you can clean that with a brush and some compressed air. And we've got the memory over here. So memory changeover is fairly simple. There's 2 plastic, silver sort of clips in there. Just pull them outwards and the memory pops up. Once it's up, you can then pull the memory out and then install some new memory, or plug this one back in and then push it down until it clips. There's a spare socket there, so you can put another memory DIMM in as well. And lastly, there's the BIOS battery, which is here. And then we've got speakers, as you can see, USB, and HDMI, LAN card, or LAN cable, LAN socket, audio, and a card reader. So there we go, that's the insides of a Toshiba Satellite U50D-A. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments field below. Thank you. Oh, there's one last thing I forgot, the Wi-Fi adapter, which is just here. That's held in by one screw there, so just undo those screws, disconnect the actual antennas, and then you can pull that out and replace that. Well, thank you again. I'll catch you next time. Bye.